Hi, welcome to Upskill Hacking. Here I am going to explain you the working of NAT and Bridge Network. I'll also make use of pictures for better visualization of the architecture created by both the networks. And finally, I'll practically demonstrate both the networks on my machine for ultimate understanding. I am using Windows as my main machine on which I have installed VirtualBox. In that, I have configured my Kali operating system. Let's first understand the NAT network. This diagram represents the situation in which you use a router or a mobile phone as an access point by starting hotspot service in it and connect rest of the devices such as Windows through Wi-Fi to the router. The highlighted IP is the IP assigned by ISP, Internet Service Provider, to your router. It's the public IP of your router, and this highlighted IP 192.168.1.1 is the private IP or the gateway IP of your router. Here, the Windows machine is connected to the router. So the router will configure an IP for the Windows, which is 192.168.1.2. Now, what the NAT network does, our Kali machine was set up on NAT. So our Kali machine will have a direct wired connection. It's a virtual wire with the Windows machine. But our Kali will not be directly connected to the access point. But yeah, our Kali can communicate with the access point, but via the Windows machine. If our Kali wants to transfer packet to World Wide Web, means to access any website, the packet will be transferred from the Windows machine and then ahead to the router and then from the router for the internet. So the virtual box installed in our Windows machine will internally configure the IP address for our Kali machine. And VirtualBox defaultly start allocating IP address from 10.0.2.15. Imagine if I have three virtual machines on my Windows machine installed in VirtualBox, so their IPs will be 10.0.2.15, second ones dot 16, and the last dot 17. Here is my Kali which started on a NAT network. Now let's check the IP address of the Kali machine. The command to check IP address is IP space A. So here it is. The IP address for our Kali machine is 10.0.2.15, which is configured by the virtual box. Now we will understand the architecture of a bridge network. This is the same situation where we have a router or access point, a Windows machine, and Kali machine which is installed in a virtual box. So what a bridge network does, it directly connects our Kali machine to our access point, regardless that we have installed our Kali machine on a virtual machine. Due to the bridge network configurations, our Kali machine is directly attached with a virtual Ethernet cable to the access point. So hence, our access point means our router will configure the IP of our Kali machine. I repeat, here the IP of the Kali machine is not configured by the virtual box. Rather, the access point will configure the IP of our Kali machine. So, the IP of our router is 192.168.1.1, the gateway IP, and the devices connected to our access point are Kali and Windows. So the IP for Kali will be 192.168.1.2 and for the Windows will be .3. Now let's change the network configurations of our Kali from NAT to bridge. So here the NAT is selected. We have to select the bridge adapter to enable the bridge architecture, and let's power on the virtual machine. Till then, we will check the IP address for my Windows machine through CMD. To check the IP address on CMD, the command is ipconfig, and my Windows is connected through Wi-Fi medium to my access point. So this is my IP address, the highlighted one. 192.168.125.116. So according to the bridge concept, the IP address of our Kali should be 192.168.125, and then the last part must be changed. So here my Kali is booted up on a bridge network. Let's check the IP address. Same, the command to check the IP address is IP space A, and there it is. The IP address now for our Kali is 192.168.125.10, and the IP address for our Windows was 192.168.125.116. Hence, our Kali machine and the Windows machine is directly attached with our access point. I am happy to explain you the NAT network and bridge network concept. Thank you.